Hey friends, it's Kate, your plant-based actress, coming at you with a delicious recipe for tacos. Don't mind the background noise. Last time I did one of these videos, I had a baby, now I have a toddler. And today we have a spectacular treat coming at you. They're perfect tacos for winter, but they'd also be good any time of year. Stay tuned. They are butternut squash and black bean tacos served with a chunky avocado sauce and a super seedy slaw. Well, they're perfect for dinner. They're plant-based, pretty healthy, and damn delicious. Let's get cooking. Alright, so step one after your oven is preheated is we are going to chop up some butternut squash. Butternut squash are so delicious and so nutritious. So here I have one that my husband brought home from the store. It looked kind of puny to me, and let's face it, like cutting veggies and roasting them is a pain in the butt. So if I'm gonna do it, I like to make a lot and then I can snack on them during the week or just pig out at dinner. So haha, I got this one today. Little known fact about butternut squash, you actually don't have to peel it. Jamie Oliver, that cute British chef, claimed in one of his cooking shows, I was watching a random cooking show, I love cooking shows, years ago, that you actually don't need to, excuse my toddler, that you actually don't need to, there's no other way to do this. You don't need to peel a butternut squash. What? Everybody always peels a butternut squash. Okay, don't mind the sounds of my toddler's toys. And sometimes crying / whining. Right on cue. So anyway, as I was saying, everybody will always tell you that you have to peel butternut squash. Not true. It's actually a fairly thin peel. Now, if you're someone who really just hates squash skin, mom, then take your time. Like, do your thing, peel it. I don't care. I'm just saying if you're lazy like me and you'll eat any vegetable like me, then just chop it, don't peel it. As I always do, I cut down on oil when I'm roasting veggies. I just don't think they need it that much. Here's a generous teaspoon and like 3/4 of a teaspoon on this one because there's less. Generous pinch of salt because I'm working on my salt, and a little sprinkle of cayenne. Boop, boop, and toss. We're making our own sort of refried black beans. So we're gonna start with a little bit of oil. She calls for a tablespoon. I'm gonna do a little less. And then onions, like one beautiful onion finely diced. Add a sprinkle of salt and give that a stir. So while we're waiting for these onions to get translucent, we're going to multitask and toast our seeds for our super seedy slaw. So we have a 3/4 of a cup of mixed seeds. I went with pepitas, sunflower seeds, black sesame seeds, and white sesame seeds. If I had poppy seeds, I would have thrown those in too. You can kind of do whatever you want. So these seeds are gonna cook over medium-high heat for a few minutes, and this step is super important. The toasting makes them crunchy and brings out all their delicious, shall we say, nutty flavors, even though they're seeds. That was stupid. I actually don't know how long these are supposed to toast or what heat they're supposed to go over. All right, my onions are getting translucent, my seeds are getting toasty, and my baby is happy. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of cumin, a rounded teaspoon. She calls for 2 teaspoons. I'm one of those freak people who don't really love the taste, so I cut it a bit. And now we're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. In go my beans. And now we're going to give it a stir and cover it and let it simmer for like 5 minutes. In this bowl, I have 6 cups of shredded green cabbage, purple cabbage, and carrots. Okay, so for the dressing, you're gonna get your favorite, nicest olive oil out. And the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup. I'm going a little more scant. Just gonna do a scant 1/4 cup. I'm putting this into a bowl that already has a finely minced clove of garlic. And then we're doing 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice to taste. Just 1. Okay, now we're gonna add our toasted nuts to our slaw. Gonna give our dressing a whisk. And pour it all in. And toss with the most efficient kitchen tools. Oops, I forgot to salt it. This is gonna need definite salt. You're in this shot, aren't you? Okay, now I'm gonna transfer this to a prettier bowl because my husband loves doing dishes. True story. Okay, so the beans have cooked with the onions and all the spices for 5 minutes. They are ready to go. Now we're just gonna mash half with a fork, or if you have a potato masher, you're really happy right now. I wish I had one. And so we're kind of like making our own healthier semi-refried beans.
Did you tell us that you're not mashing beans, Greg?
Okay, so in with 2 big ripe avocados goes a jalapeno. Mine's really mild. And then she calls for a cup of loosely packed cilantro. Cool thing about cilantro, unlike parsley or even basil, is that the stems taste delicious. Nobody really wants to bite down on a stem of an herb, but if you're pureeing it, it really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna cut off like the itsy bitsy woodiest ends and just throw this whole thing in. I think it's over a cup, this is, but I'm not gonna measure. I love cilantro, so if you don't love it, don't add so much. Then we're gonna add the juice of 1 lime, and then a juice of a lime. Juice of a lime. You dumbass. I tell you, I need to hire union help. You are the worst food stylist, cameraman, director, grip, best boy, PA. I mean, it's like you've never worked any of those jobs before. All right, that's good. Then we're gonna add clove of minced garlic. Boom. And salt. So my dip's ready to go. I'm gonna taste it, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna need salt. Oh, okay, weird. It doesn't really need much salt. Damn, that is delicious. Lover, will you taste this and tell me if it needs salt? They're not very intriguing. Maybe you want some more. Aha. Great.
Alright, you're done.
You think that's funny? All right, it's been 40 minutes. My squash is just about done, I think. Oh yeah. God, beautiful. Look, you see how it's all just bright orange and like deeply brown on the bottom on some of the pieces. Anyway, it's soft. It's perfect. Oh, look at this. It's tender. It's nicely browned on the bottom. Maybe a few pieces are a little too brown, but it's gonna be so good. And now it's the best part. It's the taco assembly part. Yeah. I have my small corn tortillas, and I'm gonna, on a medium heat, on the correct burner, so detail, just gonna heat my tortilla. Am I in the shot? Okay, cool. Some people like to use tongs. Again, those people are called wimps. No, I'm just kidding. Be safe. Be safe. All right, so this is, some people like a lot of char. I just like mine pretty much heated through. And then the first thing to go in are our black beans. Oh yeah, can you get a little shot of this beauty? I mean, look at these. These are gorge. Okay, and then we're gonna do a couple of these luscious butternuts. This is like a dainty taco. Like after I eat this on camera, I'm gonna make a much bigger one. And then a hearty dollop of our avocado dip. And then this slaw can go on the side or in the taco. I'm gonna put it in the taco and on the side. You can do this little squeeze of lime if you have any limes laying around. I don't right now. And there you have it, Cookie and Kate's black bean butternut squash tacos with avocado dip, green onions, and her super seedy slaw. Go make this, you guys. It's pretty easy and so delicious. Delicious. That avocado dip really makes it so creamy. I maybe add a little bit more salt to the slaw, but yeah, I'm into it. The whole recipe is available on my Plant-Based Actress blog. Thank you so much for watching.